Today is the Pequot Fairfield Library book sale. Give you a view of the place. YouTube, so this is Aisha and this is the rest of the video. This is the haul from the library book sale, the Pequot 55th anniversary library book sale, and these are the books that I picked up. So I picked these up over 2 days and I'm actually going back tomorrow, which is the fill a bag for $5 a day. I have a whole box of Lori Foster books that I hid, and I'm hoping that when I go tomorrow that they're still there. I'm going in there before I go to work and then just snag those and keep going. So the first thing I picked up was Hang a Thousand Trees with Ribbons, the story of Phyllis Wheatley by Anne Rinaldi. And this just seemed interesting. I'm not sure if it's a novel or if it's dramatization. It looks like it's a history novel based on reality. But it's a brand new book and I paid 50 cents for it. So all of these small books were 50 cents. The large books were $2. And then today it was half price, so they were $1. So I picked up Jennifer Probst, Searching for Perfect, and this was 50 cents. And A Great Integral Beauty by Libba Bray. I have book 3, so now I can read this. So I believe this is the first one. And then I just need the second one, which I can borrow from the library. My library actually didn't have this one. I just borrowed this from the library to read because this is one of the few that I have not read by her. And then I go to the little sale and they had it. And this is The Girl Who Chased the Moon by Sarah Addison Allen. And it's one of her shorter novels, so I'm going to enjoy reading this. Then, because next month is Darcy month, otherwise known as Austen in August, I picked up 2 books by Elizabeth Ashton, and one is The Second Mrs. Darcy, and the other one is Mr. Darcy's Daughters, and these are based on Pride and Prejudice, of course. So I'm excited to read those. Those are going on my Austen in August list. That's a little preview for you. And then I picked up Bed of Roses by Nora Roberts. I got quite a few of her books, actually. I picked up Like the First Time by Frances Ray. Unaccustomed Earth by Juma Lahari. She wrote The Namesake and I enjoyed that movie. I have the book. I have not read the book, but I liked the movie, so I thought I would pick up something else by her. Then I found Jazz by Toni Morrison, and I've been slowly collecting her works over the years. My mom has her entire collection, but I wanted my own collection, and I grew up reading her. The Hotel Hallelujah by Lucinda Roy. This looks really good. I don't want to read the back and see what it's about, but it looks good. This one's been in my periphery for a couple of years, so I went ahead and picked it up. It was $1, and this is Bumped by Megan McCafferty. Then I found If I Were You by Lisa Renee Jones. Julia Alvarez, How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents. Sugar by Bernice L. McFadden. Forgive My Fins by Tara Lynn Childs. I was really excited to see this there because I just read Powerless by her and I can't wait. Then I got Sarah Dessen's That Summer and This Lullaby. Susan Colasanti's So Much Closer and Something Like Fate, both in hardcover. I'm so excited about that to add to my collection, and just look at how beautiful the spines look. The Law of Love by Nora Roberts, which includes Lawless and The Law is a Lady. O'Hurley's Return and O'Hurley's Born. And these are 4 novellas. There's Skin Deep and Without a Trace, and then there's The Last Honest Woman and Dance to the Piper, which are smaller books that she wrote years ago. I also picked up Forever, which is The Rules of the Game and the Heart's Victory. Julia Quinn's A Night Like This. And Julie Garwood's Honors Splendor. And those are all the ones from the first day. Now, this is today's haul. I got Catch a Wolf and Once a Wolf by Susan Crenard. And I have a very sneaking suspicion that this was once my book because of a note that was written in the front pages. But I had given my books away a couple of years ago. So To Catch a Wolf and Once a Wolf by Susan Crenard. And I had just put this on my list of books that I wanted to try to get back. And I was looking for something else, and there they were. Honest Delusions by Nora Roberts. Public Secrets, also by Nora Roberts. Out of This World Marriage by Maggie Shane. This is like the original covers, and it's brand spanking new. It has never been read, so I'm really excited for that. Chesapeake Blue by Nora Roberts. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This one's a pretty decent, this is the Signet Classic, and it's brand new, and it just has a little shelfware, but whatever. Nora Roberts' Waiting for Nick, which is the original silhouette cover, and you can tell this is like a 1980s book just by the drawing on the front. Then I also got Face the Fire and Heaven and Earth by Nora Roberts. I picked up The Ideal Man by Julie Garwood. I read this a few years ago when it first came out and absolutely loved it. I read it as an ARC and absolutely loved it. Charlene Harris's Dead to the World. I used to own this entire collection, and then our basement got flooded, and I was storing some of them down there, and it got destroyed, so picked it up, 25 cents. Laurie Foster's Trace of Fever. And then I've been trying to collect this collection for years. I read this when I first started reading romance in the 90s, and this is Charlotte Lamb's Barbary Wharf, and I found books 2 and 3, and this is Battle for Possession and Too Close for Comfort. I actually just wrote this list out the other night, saying I was going to go on Thrift Books and find them, and then they were there. And I took the time to go through every single title to make sure I didn't see the others, because that would have been so awesome. And these are pretty brand spanking new. Then in their erotica section that you saw in the video, I got Ovid's The Erotic Poems, and this is the Penguin Classics collection, and it's brand new, hasn't been read, but has a little bit of shelfware. So then they had a history section and a biography section, and this was in there, and this is called Half the Sky, Turning Oppression into Opportunity for Women Worldwide by Nicholas Kristof and Cheryl Wood Dunn, and they're Pulitzer Prize winners. This was featured on Oprah a couple of years ago, and I'm excited to read it, especially because the black and brown face is on the cover. I'm not done yet. I also picked up a brand new copy of Bear It All by Lori Foster, The Villa by Nora Roberts, and this one is pretty new too, so that's exciting. Then I picked up Irish Hearts by Nora Roberts. And this is Stars, and this one has Hidden Star and Captive Star, two smaller titles she wrote years ago. Then I got Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, Blood Magic, Book 3 of the Cousins trilogy by Nora Roberts, Sweet Evil and Sweet Peril by Wendy Higgins, Keeping the Moon by Sarah Dessen. This is a brand new copy. It hasn't been read, but it has a little bit of shelfware. It's a Borders, old school Borders sticker on here, so I'm thinking it was like leftover stock. I got A Silken Thread by Brenda Jackson, which I was really excited to find because there weren't a lot of Brenda Jackson books there. Harris for Hire by Erin McCarthy, The Heart of the Sea, Book 3 of the Gallaghers of Ardmore trilogy by Nora Roberts. I read this series years ago when they were in smaller books, mass market paperback books. So I saw this for $1 and I figured why not add it to my collection. Then I got Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, and Beloved by Toni Morrison. And then Lucy by Jamaica Kincaid. And that's it. I'm like hiding behind the books. I got quite a few books from this book sale, and I'm really, really excited about it. So this is just some of them. That is it. Those are the very last books that have made their way into my home for the month of July. I still have packages I'm waiting on from Thrift Books, but we'll see if they get here. And Paperback Swap. We'll see if they get here. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye.